All right, yo, salute to the battle rap community and welcome back. We are live recap and review time. Salute to everybody. Make sure if you guys are new to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if y'all into all types of debate podcasts for battle rap documentaries and all that good stuff. Danny Myers versus Jerry West just went down on the Mook versus Tay Rock card. Y'all know we got to talk about this because I told you, Danny Myers, you was a hater. All that stuff you talked about Surf, all that stuff you talked about Tay Rock. I told you. Danny. Let's get into it, man. Round number one. Danny Myers come up first. Now, Danny Myers got the Michael Myers costume on, so this was tailor-made for Danny to really be in his bag tonight. Halloween, this was perfect. He come up first. I missed the very start of Danny's round, maybe the first couple lines. I came in on Danny's first round where he had this Halloween 31st line. I thought that was fire. That might have been the top of the round, but I might have missed a line or two. He had a fire horror scheme in the first round, which was predictable. You knew Danny Myers was going to be real creative when it comes to some type of horror scheme in this battle, especially by being on Halloween. Danny Myers called out Loaded Lux. I thought that was kind of crazy but dope. He called Jerry West the phantom of the opportunities. That shit was crazy. That line was dope. So Danny Myers in the first, he had pretty much his presence was on point. The bars was on point. He looked like he was ready. Like I said, he had the Michael Myers costume on, so he was in his bag as far as what the moment was. So Danny was pretty deep at the top of the first, pretty decent. Jerry West in the bottom of the first. Jerry West, you could just tell early on this was just going to be a different type of night. Jerry West started off with the Michael Myers rebuttal, which was on point. We're going to talk about rebuttals a little bit, but the Michael Myers rebuttal for Jerry West, when y'all see the battle, it was pretty dope. He was cold the bottom of the first round. I'm not gonna lie. Like he was getting that Danny Myers for losing the tournament and losing his own money. I guess he was referencing the T-Rex thing. He had a lot of presence in the bottom of the first. I'm not gonna lie. Jerry West was well prepared. He was real cold. Both guys did well in the first round. I edged Jerry in the first. I just felt like he was a little colder, but that's a round that you probably could go back to the game tapes because, like I said, I will admit I didn't see the entire first round. Maybe Danny started off with something super crazy. So off of what I saw, I edged Jerry West a little bit in the first round. Second round came up. Danny came back. Now, Danny Myers tried to do a rebuttal for the whole 25K line, losing in the tournament that Jerry West had in the first. This rebuttal did not hit. If you have been watching Danny Myers battle over the last couple years, Danny Myers have really been attempting to work on his rebuttal game, perfect that. And, he got on games with it. He got off games with it. And tonight was really one of the detriments, I think, to Danny Myers' performance was just the attempt of the rebuttals. That one didn't hit. He had this performance-enhancing drug, this PED line, that was crazy. He told Jerry West, I put your daughter in a box, a simile required, some shit like that, treated like a toy, something like that. That was fire. Then it happened. Then it fucking happened. I got to talk to the bosses because you definitely need to be drunk. I'm going to be humble. I'm going to be nice because I want to get back to this event. But Danny Myers, and this is where I promise you, we will have battle rap community buckle up and take fair warning. Because if you guys remember the conversation that we had on in social media about can you win a round off and still choke and still win a round, and that was a big debate. This, I believe, will come into play as far as a conversation for the second round. Not my opinion, but I think we will have an argument about that. But Danny Myers, man, he had a choke to me in the second round. I'm not going to call that no slight stumble. I tried to count it off to see how long it was going to take for him to get it back. He did not end the round, but I'm calling it a choke because it took him a little bit excessive amount of time, in my opinion, for who he is to get it back. And he did get it back, and he was fighting. I'm not going to lie. Danny Myers definitely was fighting at the end of the second round. Some going to argue his fight back made that round close. I didn't see it that way, but that may be up for debate. So honestly, I got this thing 2-zip, Jerry West, edging him, but I got it 2-zip. Some people might got it 1-1, but I got it 2-zip. Third round, Jerry West, man, Jerry West just gets special in that third round. He talked about not being on any smack volumes. He had a rebuttal for being a scammer because that was an angle that Danny Myers had took, I think, in the second round, calling Jerry West a scammer, letting him know he was known for being a scammer. Jerry West was just different this battle, man. He had a real good performance. He had a crazy line about I do the graphics inbox line. I thought that was crazy. He went at Charlie Clips. He had a line at Charlie Clips. I think Jerry West and Charlie Clips would definitely be a great battle if Charlie gave him the opportunity. He got to put in a little bit. I'm not gonna say he got to put in a little bit more work for a Charlie Clips battle, but right now that still to me looked like a little rookie versus vet situation. So I don't know how long Charlie is going to be in the game, but I think that would wind up being dope. Jerry West with Charlie Clips, but Jerry third was solid, man. Danny come back. Danny tried to rebuttal that graphics line that I spoke about Jerry West using in the second, and it didn't hit to me. It did not hit. The rebuttals for Danny Myers that just did not work today. And I don't know, that third round from Danny Myers was just full of bars. He had some bars. The wordplay, that's what we expected from Danny Myers. That's what we got. But if you expected a win from Danny Myers, I don't think you got that today. I got Jerry West winning all 3 rounds, 3-zip, first, second, and third. Wasn't a body. That first round was pretty close, but I just felt like overall Jerry West gave me a more colder, cleaner performance, more conviction, and Danny Myers. We'll talk later. This is about to be a whole nother blog because you hated on Surf and Rock so much. You were so disrespectful. You know what I mean? But Danny did his thing. He wasn't garbage or nothing like that. And this wasn't no body. But Jerry was on another level. Danny just was not his day. I'm sorry. Just was not his day overall. That's just my opinion on this whole thing. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. If you enjoy battle rap podcasts, debates, and documentaries, I got it all for you guys. Hit that like button if you will. And in the comment section, y'all got to let me know how y'all called this battle because y'all might see this thing from a different lens than I do. But I got Jerry West all 3 rounds over Danny Myers, or clear 2-1, at the least. But shout out to Danny Myers. Shout out to Jerry West. Y'all stay safe, and we'll be back after the next battle. I believe B. Dot and